Hi everybody, it's Thanksgiving weekend. Um, I am compelled to do a video today because in the last week I've gotten help from a lot of people, and I am very grateful for it. When I was in Europe on the 23rd of September, I fell at the end of a set of stairs and I twisted my right ankle. Less than a week later, so Friday, the 29th, I was walking home from the grocery store and my left leg completely gave out underneath me. And it's changed my life. It's hopefully not permanent, but I'm seriously mobility impaired right now. My physiotherapist is funny. I was about 3 blocks away from home when my leg collapsed, and she said, "Well, how did you make it home?" And I said, "I don't know, a centimeter at a time. Like I just made myself get home because nobody was stopping to help." And I had 2 bags of food with me, like a 2.5 kilogram bag of flour in one and some staples in the other. And she's like, "Why didn't you just drop the food and bring your body home? I mean, it would have been so much easier." And I'm like, that is a kind of logic. A, leave food at the side of the road. Not happening. But then you're injured on top of that. Your thinking processes are really not necessarily there. From that day forward, though, I started posting on my Buy Nothing group. I started posting to my friends. I started sending private messages all over, and I have people to thank. Valerie, who took me to the hospital, thank you very much. Anna, who came over to check on my boys that evening, and then you went to go pick me up from the hospital and bring me home. And of course, this is me you're dealing with. I am both sobbing in tears because I'm hurt and it sucks, and I know I need to pull it together before I get home and my boys see me. And her baby's crying in the back seat, and I'm like, "You give him the boob, give me the boob," because oxytocin is good for all the things, right? And I should qualify for oxytocin release at some point, right? And yeah, I get silly and punchy, and my humor gets very funny sometimes in an odd way. And that weekend was hard. I didn't leave the house until Tuesday, guys, from Friday night. I was so isolated. I had my boys take a note over to my neighbor's house and leave it in their mailbox. They didn't get it until Sunday. And Rosemary is a special kind of character. She came over after lecturing me about my lawn care. Because apparently one of my neighbors came over to mow the lawn while I was out, and he's not in the best of health, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm responsible if he died on my lawn. But she left me with a bag full of food, guys. It fed me and my my 2 boys for like 2 whole days. Like, that was amazing. And her husband took me to work both days this week. He's retired. He doesn't need to get up in the morning. He's dropping me off for before 7:30. Of course, by the time I hobbled my way to my desk, it was like 7:40. Never mind. I'm very lucky to Liz, who came over to drop me to my appointment, and Jenya, who brought me home, to Robin, who knew that I needed help with my front garden, in case any other neighbors decide to come over and help and kill themselves on my property, and who had done this on a local gardening group without me knowing, because I got to the end of the day and I was too tired to ask for more help. And so Xavier came over to clear it, and he's coming over again tomorrow to help again. He's a really nice guy. To my friend Amy Lee at the office, who gave me money so that I could take the taxi home. the office to my friend Vesela, who came over today. She walked into my house and she took a look at my face and she's like, oh my God, Deborah's not doing well. And I wasn't. I was in a really low place. Really, really low place. There's some more people I need to thank, though. Before Vesela, I forgot Rebecca, who brought me over one set of crutches, to my physiotherapist, Margaret, who brought me over another pair of crutches. You can sort of, I don't know if I can angle this properly, see them in the background right there. Those are the ones I'm using most often. The other set are by the door over there. To Stephanie, who brought me over a wheelchair, who sourced me a wheelchair. You rock. You do not know how much this wheelchair means to me. Like, it's over by the side door. Vesela came over today, like I said, and she did really simple stuff. She swept my floors. Look, dudes, look at that dining room table. I don't think you guys have ever seen that table so clear in any of my videos, because my office is in the corner, and so it tends to get full of office stuff on one side too. And she did like a load of dishes, and then she took me to the grocery store. It was amazing. Like, I got out of the house. I got to wheel myself, a little bit of the way. Do you know how hard it is to get around in a wheelchair or even on crutches? It's insane. Every single little crack in the road was defeating the wheelchair. Curbs were unbelievable just to get over the bump at the end of my driveway. And the stores were fine, but like things, like even when I'm on my crutches to open the disability access doors, those buttons are not in convenient places, people. So I'm also really thankful that this is hopefully going to be extremely temporary for me. I was by myself since Tuesday. Do you know how hard it is to do things when you can't walk properly? And how hard it is to get around? And like right now, I got one ice pack here. I've got one there. I've got another here. Like this is my entertainment at the end of the day. Oops. I have a real appreciation for the people who are mobility impaired, and we don't tend to see them because a lot of them, they end up being shut in all the time. And people have said things to me like, well, why don't you just order your groceries? Okay, if I'm on limited income and on a budget and I can't move very well, if I'm ordering groceries, it's from Loblaws. It's one of the most expensive grocery stores in town. I may have all of the flip apps and grocery store couponing things in the world, but if I can't get to those places, I'm not saving money, so I'm automatically paying a premium because I can't move and I need to stay alive. Like, these are all things that I've never thought of before, and I wish I had never learned, but I have. And so it'll change my perspective permanently in life. I also have to thank Vesela. Oh wait, I already did that. Sorry, I'm really tired. I have to thank actually two people outside of Ottawa. Jenny Zhang from Australia. Jenny, the exercises you sent me were spot on. My physiotherapist was very impressed. And of course now I have like a page full of them. Like literally a page full of what will be, I'm pretty sure, a lot of instructions to come in the future, but that's okay. I want to walk properly again. And to Maddie Lauda, who sent me a video on how to tape my ankle properly, because of course, even when you're using crutches, you have to put more weight on one side than the other, and my right ankle is technically stronger than my left leg, and so it's all this other stuff is happening now too. And I am going to baby wearing group next week. I am not going to stop living my life just because I'm hurt. It will go slower. I will have to do less. I am less capable, no question. But do not assume that I am useless and that I can't contribute, because I am contributing. I will contribute. I will continue to contribute. So I have Karen who's going to be bringing me home next week, and I will keep asking for help. I can't drive right now. It's difficult for me to get out to the bus. My survival depends on getting help from other adults. I don't want you to feel bad if you have to say no. We all have stuff happening in our lives. And I'm not taking it personally because I don't necessarily know what those things are. But if you have a chance and you think you can help, please just reach out. Okay? Anyhow, I'm really lucky to have the support that I do. I'm really lucky to have the friends that I have. I want you guys all out there to enjoy your long weekend, enjoy your friends, enjoy your family, enjoy doing nothing if that's the gift that you're giving yourself. And eat as much as possible because it's the Harvest Festival and that's what it's for. Thanks for listening. Thanks for checking in. I'll see you guys on the flip side. I have more carriers to talk about. I have more news to share, and I will continue doing so. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Bye.